Yeah, I take your point that to make money, it takes some sweat.
Yeah.
So when I talk about money shadow, one of the things I look at is that we all have a money story, whether we're aware of it or not. And you may have more than one money story, and sometimes those stories are unconscious, or you're unaware of what your money story might be until you go looking for it. I've recently uncovered some more of my money story, which is interesting, that I'm working through at the moment. So you mentioned at some point you have this attitude, or you had this attitude of easy come, easy go.
Yeah, I think that was my attitude, but I don't think that's my money story. If I think carefully about it, my dad was a Christian missionary and a school teacher. And he did it hard, you know. I can remember when we were kids, at the end of each month when my dad was getting his salary, they used to pay them monthly there. Him and my mom would be in the bedroom with all the bills and accounts laid out on the bed, deciding how much they were going to pay on each of these just to keep the wolf from the door. Like, if we pay these guys this much, would that be enough for them not to come after us this month? And it was always like, if you need new shoes or new something, we'll try and get some hand-me-downs, or we can't quite afford them this month, maybe next month, that sort of thing. So I guess I came from that, and then as a young engineer, I earned a lot of money almost right from the start. Even while I was a student, I was sponsored by a big construction company, and they paid me while I was a student, and I was earning almost as much as my dad had been earning his whole life, you know, as a young engineer. And I think I kind of felt in a way that I didn't deserve this. Like, my dad did it so hard, and I haven't done the hard yards, and I don't deserve to have so much money. And I think that was the story. And so when I had all this money, it was like, well, you've got this, spend it now while you've got it, because you don't actually deserve to have it, and it could be gone anytime.
Is that something you were aware of back then, or that you're aware of now?
I'm aware of it now, looking back, but at the
time... So your money shadow would have been, I don't deserve this.
Yeah,
that would have been what would have been hidden from you.
Hidden from me at the time.
Yeah, and that makes sense, because I call that a self-limiting belief. You know, I don't deserve this. It's a belief system that you have. It's limiting because it's going to limit how much money you can hold.
Yeah.
And it's unconscious. So you've got this unconscious self-limiting belief around money, is that I don't deserve this. And our unconscious beliefs can shape our choices and decisions without us being aware of it at all.
Yeah, and that's what I think happened on both of those second situations where you say, well, they were out of my control. I think definitely they were probably within my control if I didn't have that
I don't
that
deserve
shadow
this.
That I didn't deserve it.
Yeah. Well, that's I think that just kind of came up. That just I think we discovered it. It was quite easy how that surfaced.
Well, I have considered it since I did the shadow work course. I looked at that because I was like, I need to go back there and see what's going on, because I don't want that to happen again in my future.
So now, what's your new money story? Do you deserve money? If you make money, do you deserve it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you've reframed or rewritten that old belief.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I now realize that was a very mistaken belief, and that I did do a lot of hard work to achieve that.
Yeah.
And I now find myself ready to put in the kind of work that I need to do to establish myself again financially for my old age or whatever, if I ever do get old. So I can sort that out, you know, and I don't have the hesitation or the I can't say it was a fear, but there was definitely some kind of trepidation about having a go again, because what's the point? I'm just going to lose it again. But that's gone. Yeah. That's gone. And I feel very positive about projects that I'm working on at the moment and things that I can do in the future that'll take me into my twilight years and not be a burden on my family and live well.
Yeah.
So that's great.